Thank you, everybody, for coming.
These community leaders are members of the Latino Complete Count Committee, and they are here with one purpose.
We have to get on the ground. We have to start informing people.
Get the word out about the upcoming census. Experts are worried about an undercount because concerns over the census are high.
The thing about it is some people are going to be a little nervous about it, especially the community that we're dealing with.
But one group is more concerned their answers won't be confidential.
Unfortunately, some of our families want to be invisible, and I totally get that.
And worry their answers will be used against them.
How do you sell something to me? You have to prove to me that this is really going to be used for something that our government, which we know how a lot of us feel about that, you know, and what's happening lately, that that's actually going to happen.
But we're not talking about the Latino community.
Special guest. Some of you know that the U.S. Census is coming, and we have a guest, Ms. Alice Yee, and she will be talking more about the U.S. Census, what to expect, why it is important, and how you can be counted. Ms. Alice?
Alice Yee is the chairwoman of the Asian Complete Count Committee, and she wants to make sure everyone knows about the census. It's a big task. Asian Americans make up 8% of the Austin area population, and that number is expected to double every 12 years.
Our community is the fastest growing racial group or minority group in Central Texas, and is less likely to participate in the census. It is sad over 0.5% of our community do not know about census. And other half, they maybe not want to fill up the form. That's why we need working hard. And we're working through our community leaders, through the business leaders, through all different entities, whoever we can reach out.
That groundwork is essential. A study by the Census Bureau found that 42% of Asian Americans thought their answers would not be confidential, even though federal law requires all census responses be kept confidential for over 70 years. This lines up with another finding in the study, that Asian Americans, out of all groups, are the least likely to fill out the census. So, what's behind the distrust?
We have two reasons. One, because of the language barrier. And the second reason is we don't trust government is not using the data against ourselves. Over 150 years ago, Chinese Americans come over here to help build the Trans-American Railroad. After Trans-American Railroad built, Congress passed the only law against Chinese American to come to the United States. And the history is there 150 years ago, and who knows it's going to be repeated again or not.
Other actions by governments both here and abroad have also fed that distrust, but some of it stems from much more recent events.
Are you a citizen of the United States of America?
The Trump administration is not giving up its efforts to add a citizenship question to the 2020 census.
People come into our country illegally, we're taking them out legally.
The justices ruled that for now, a question about citizenship will be blocked from the 2020 census.
The number of undocumented immigrants from Asia has been on the rise for the past 10 years, trailing only immigrants from Central America. It's estimated that in 2017, 1.5 million undocumented immigrants were from Asia.
Asian Americans are a major percentage of the growing undocumented population.
Welcome to our Front Porch Gathering on 2020 Census.
Dr. Suchitra Gururaj works with the Division of Diversity and Community Engagement at the University of Texas. She also heads up the Front Porch Gatherings, community events meant to bring people together to discuss important issues. Lately, that issue has been the census.
Our goal is to be incredibly clear about what the census is. This is not meant to be a tool around citizenship or around legality or any of that. It's really a tool to count every single person on U.S. soil, and that's why representation is so important.
To gain that trust, committees are asking community leaders to share important information about the census. It's also necessary because Texas is one of only a handful of states not spending any money educating people about the census.
We do have in different languages, so.
The Asian Complete Count Committee has the added burden of finding a way to reach a very wide range of cultures on just a shoestring budget.
In Austin area, it's about over 40 different Asian languages living here.
And these folks speak different languages, pray in different locations. Everybody's got a different immigration story, so really there's no one monolithic Asian American community. I think the irony of being able to show how diverse this community is to actually have Asian Americans en masse respond to the census.
Oh, you got it.
The big thing all these community leaders want to impress upon everyone is what's at stake.
If we get enough population, we might add more congressional seats and House representative seats. So that's why maybe generate some more interest in people to represent us.
And it's not just representation. It's a roadmap for how money will be divvied up for things like schools, clinics, and parks.
Every parent wants what's best for their child, right? And that's a good education, safe transportation, all of those things which are determined by federal spending, which is determined by the census.
And each person, if we're not counted, we lose about $1,500 per year. So add up together our school, our healthcare, our road construction, and all of this is basic funding from government will be short. So this is why we need to make every single people to realize your head count is so important.
That's the challenge for all the Complete Count committees across Austin, acknowledging the fear stemming from people's past, but asking them to trust in the future.
The census provides this perfect opportunity to actually let folks know that these Asian American communities are here, that we want to be part of the civic fabric of the U.S.
And this is the population still growing, and we need to be counted. That's it.